So breaking news, as you can see, I am at Dunuza in Drawbacks CBD. The Gauteng High Court has ruled that the city of Johannesburg needs to expedite the process of registering informal traders. You would remember that informal traders and the city of Johannesburg were in court after the city removed informal traders from operating right here in Dunuza. Now the court says over the next 2 weeks the city must register and formalize some of the informal traders and ensure that they are allocated spots to trade it. But if you are an illegal immigrant in South Africa, the law will not allow you to trade anymore in the city of Johannesburg and in the CBD particularly. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Is this a victory for the city or is this a victory for the informal traders?
Only on social media where Nigerians will be bragging, we are the giant of Africa. We are not giant of anything. We are not. A lot of Nigerians run to Ghana, run to Kenya, run to South Africa for a better life because of the bad insecurity that we have in our country. Christians are dying every single day from Islamic terrorist group for years now. But the Nigerian government is not doing anything about it. It's not doing anything about it. But still, the same Nigerian that will go to South Africa, than for you to go to South Africa and humble yourself, you go to South Africa and be acting stupid, and be acting useless, and be over behaving in South Africa, creating enemy with the people that is accommodating you. Forgetting that in your own country, you are not even safe. Insecurity is high. Islamic terrorist group is killing a lot of Christians. It's killing a lot of Christians. So Nigeria, we are not the giant of Africa. We are not the giant of nothing. We are not. So Nigerians, wherever place you are in the part of the world, humble yourself. Respect the locals that is there. Because in your home country, Nigeria is not safe. Insecurity is high. People are dying every single day. So Nigerians, any place you are in this world, South Africa, Ghana, respect those people. Because those people have worked so hard to keep their country functioning like that. Look at Nigeria. And now we are about to go to the World Cup. We are preparing for the playoff to go to the World Cup. But our country, insecurity is high. People are dying every single day. Christians, Nigerian Christians are being killed every single day in Nigeria. Sharia law. In 2025, Sharia law is functioning in Nigeria. Nigerians, humble yourself. Wherever place you are, humble yourself.
Bit by bit, South Africa is being sold to the highest bidder. The port of Durban is gone. So there is Pier 2 that handles 72% of the containers. It's been given, that contract has been given to a Philippines company, ICT SI, which is owned by a Philippines billionaire. Has contracts in Madagascar, Nigeria, and Angola, and now in South Africa, 25 years. Now there's another company, APM. APM is from Denmark. It's associated with Maersk from AP Moller. That company, after this one, ICT is awarded, I bidded for 11 billion, so it was 638 million US dollars. Whilst APM, it was 9.2 billion, and so it was 530 million dollars. Okay, US dollars. But it was given to the highest bidder. Njani. They go to court, and then in court, it turns out somehow, the highest ones, over 2 billion, they were still awarded in Yabon. So ICTSI is still moving forward, and they're celebrating there in the Philippines. But why is it that companies from outside are the ones who are going to be getting these contracts? Where are the people from South Africa? Why isn't Transnet fixing their stuff internally and continue managing these ports? While we're looking at that, there are also rumors, or word on the streets is that the UAE had plans for Durban. So they are leaving Durban to be depleted. If you go to Durban, you'll see the buildings are just, they're not looking as nice. They are going to take over and convert it into like an African Dubai type thing. But when those plans were going ahead, they found the lithium in and around the Durban area. The contract that they gave them Zoom. Now UAE wants to bid, and then Australia and Europe also want in because they want the minerals. Why is it that our minerals, our resources, kulwa abantu from outside about our resources, while we sit here and do absolutely nothing, and they further privatizing? Can you guys see what's happening? Eh? Just look at this. Transnet is now in a position to progress with privatization plans at the Durban port. Yahamba kanjalo ke South Africa. Smoke.
Making this more complicated than it needs to be. This thing is about debt, and to keep us in a debt trap. As is, South Africa's debt sits at 5.2 trillion rand, which is 279 billion. That is now at the current exchange rate of 18 rand to the dollar. If the rand was at its true value at 7 rand, South Africa's debt would be 39 billion 857 million 142,857 rand and 17 dollars, nah? Which is 279 billion rand. So the rand at 18 rand to the dollar, we owe 5.2 trillion. The rand at 7 rand to the dollar, we owe 279 billion in debt. That's what this is about, to keep the debt trap going.
A well-respected mufti in Cape Town has now been accused of a very serious crime online. First of all, what's a mufti? A mufti is like a senior Islamic scholar. Think of it like an expert in Islamic law, someone who gives legal and moral guidance to people in a community. So usually they are never in trouble, but this time around there is some controversy. There has been some allegations online. Last week on social media, some allegations surfaced that there was a secret marriage, that an elderly lady was swindled out of cash, and that she was also assaulted by said Mufti Ibrahim Smith. But the key is this: the police have not charged him with anything because there has been insufficient evidence. So the man is not behind bars and everything is alleged. So as this allegation spread on social media, there's been no facts, and his legal team has also labeled this as misinformation, and that this is actually destroying the man's reputation. His legal team has actually made a statement. If you want, you can pause and read, claiming the man's innocence, and that this is nothing but a smear campaign to drag his name in the mud. And it's also important to know that the Mufti actually denies wrongdoing. All he wants to do now is just to focus on himself, his family, and as well as repair his reputation. So he was arrested, but not because charges were pressed, but because it is actually procedural. If someone makes allegations against you, police have to arrest you. But he has then since been released. He is no longer behind bars. On the other hand, there is a woman online who claims to know the victim. She claims that the guy is guilty and that he's behind bars. This is her, and her name is Natalie. I'm not really sure exactly what's going on here, but I hope to get all the facts pretty soon. If he has done it, let the book be thrown at him. And I know we live in a world where a lot of men have been accused of such crimes, and a lot of them are actually innocent and sitting behind bars today. So we should really take such things seriously. It's very important for people to know that it's not okay to just make up accusations and accuse people of things online, especially if there is no proof. Now, I'm not defending anyone who commits a crime, but there has to be proof at least. What happened to being innocent until proven guilty? Otherwise, would be living in a kangaroo banana republic.
So for years, South Africans have heard whispers that the rand was rigged, that global banks were secretly pulling the strings behind its value. So here is what that actually means. Back in 2015, South Africa's Competition Commission accused 28 local and international banks of colluding to manipulate the dollar-rand exchange rates. Traders allegedly coordinated bids and offers through Bloomberg chat rooms, sometimes posting fake prices, sometimes agreeing who would trade first to nudge the market in their favor. Now, this scheme, if proven, would have let them profit while pushing up the costs of imports, fuel, and everyday living of South Africans. Nearly a decade later, and the case still hasn't reached trial. Most banks argue that South Africa has no jurisdiction over traders sitting in London or New York, and the Competition Appeal Court agreed, striking 17 of them from the list. Only 4 foreign banks, PNB Paribas, JP Morgan, HSBC, and Credit Suisse, remain in the case, while local giants like Standard Bank and FirstRand said that this drawn-out probe has already damaged their reputations. This past August, the Constitutional Court heard the final arguments on whether South Africa's competition laws can reach foreign institutions accused of affecting its markets. A judgment is expected before year end, a ruling that will clarify the limits of our regulators' power, and whether future cases like this would ever make it to trial. And to catch our full daily news show, check out our accounts or give us a follow for more news updates.
Big news, man! South Africa is officially off the grey list. Investors are smiling, politicians are dancing, and the headlines are just vibing. But let's be for real right now. What does that mean for you? Because the last time I checked, my grocery bill did not get the memo. When the economy improves, most people generally, what do? As usual, they wait. They wait for jobs to open, wait for their salaries to go up again. They wait for someone else to make a move. Meanwhile, the ones who take action are the ones cashing out, while everybody else is still watching ENCA for the latest updates. If the economy really starts to open up again, do you want to be the one watching from the sidelines? Or do you want to be the one building multiple income streams while it happens? And let's be real, when money moves, it doesn't flow to those who wait. It flows to the ones who create, to the people who know how to sell, how to market, and how to position themselves online. And that's why it's so important to learn digital marketing, to learn how to open an online business instead of waiting for the rand to behave. So if you could start earning in dollars while everybody else waits for the next economic miracle, would you actually take that chance? If that is you, drop legacy in the comments or check the link in my page. I'll show you exactly how to start building your income online, step by step.
Article by Daily Investor says tax hike on the cards for Mzansi. It looks like the 2 percentage point that we dodged for this current financial year in terms of the VAT hike is concerned is going to come back in 2026-2027 financial year. Here is why. According to government revenue projection for this current financial year, the first 5 months of the year, we're supposed to collect close to around 870 billion rands, and we have fallen short of that target, which means that we are going to collect less for the current financial year. Projections are saying that we might hit 1.2% to 1.4% GDP growth, which is going to, or rather insufficient to what was projected by government. It's not confirmed yet though, but the Minister of Finance, Mr. Enoch Godongwana, is going to be tabling his medium-term budget policy statement on the 12th of November 2025. So the medium-term budget policy statement is going to show how we're progressing in terms of where we are financially as a country, and also project the likelihood in terms of what we would collect by the end of this current financial year. As for now, we just have to cross fingers and hope and pray that it does not get to that. We hope that the economy between this current quarter, that is quarter 3 going to quarter 4, it might do some sort of magic so we don't get to the point where we fall short of our projections. I would love to hear your views though in the comment section about this, more especially all the socio-economic fundis and people that are familiar with fiscus and how it works. Cheers for now.
Not all cartels use guns. Some wear suits. Traders from global banks secretly rigged the rand. They made trillions, while you paid more for bread, fuels, and rent. Now, the Constitutional Court of South Africa must decide, can South Africa bring these syndicates, this banking cartel, to justice, or will power win again? They wore suits, not balaclavas, but the damage, the harm, the impact of harm was the same. Follow Mzansi Or's diary where justice never stays muted.